Hola, hola, hola guys, it's me and good morning. It is 6:51 in the morning. I am currently getting ready to go to work. So I'm already dressed, did my hair and all that stuff. So I'm getting ready to do my makeup, and I figured that I would do a review of the e.l.f. skincare products. And the skincare products that I'm going to be reviewing are the line for oily skin. I have combination oily skin, which means that my cheeks are always pretty much normal, you know, dry, and I have a combination skin, which means, you know, my T-zone is oily, so that would be my forehead, my nose, and sometimes my chin. So I picked out these products, and I have used them, but I figured maybe it was time for me to, you know, get this on camera, put on the products, and check during the day, and let you guys know how it's going. So this is the matte oil control mask, which obviously I'm not going to be using because it's a mask. So, but I will be letting you know at the end of the day how that mask is. I'm going to be using the matte oil control primer, and I'm going to be using the matte oil control lotion. I'm also using the Hello Hydration face cream, which is another new skincare product that they came out with, and I'm also going to be using it, and I'll let you know along the lines how it goes at the end of the day. But so far I'm liking it. I'm forgetting the name right now of this product, but I will let you know obviously the name. But this is an under eye primer that you put under your eyes, and it's supposed to blur out, supposed to soften and get ready for your makeup application. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the lotion first of all. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. So this is a pump, as you can see, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put 2 pumps of that, which is really what I normally would do. It kind of looks like maybe I could have done a little bit less. So I'm going to put that on. Now the first thing I notice is that it smells a lot like tea tree oil or witch hazel, but really more like tea tree oil. I don't mind the scent because I actually like the scent of tea tree oil. If you do not like that scent, then you might want to take that into consideration. I really enjoy the scent though. So yeah, so this product has absorbed pretty quickly in my skin. Fast absorbing, does not feel greasy at all, obviously being that this is a matte formula. So it feels really nice, and it's really just absorbed really quick into my skin. So that is the first product, the e.l.f. matte oil control lotion, and this is pretty big size, which is really nice. Trying to see if I find the size on here, but I cannot, so I'll have to get back to you on that, or you can go online and check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the primer so that I can do my makeup and go about my day. Okay, so now that my skin is dry, I'm going to use the matte oil control primer. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this into my skin. Sorry y'all, it is just too early. I don't know how YouTubers get up so damn early to do this. But I'm going to be taking a small amount, as you can see. And this is clear. And it has the texture, it kind of has a silicone texture when you put it on, and then it completely disappears into this satin, almost powdery finish, and that's how it feels putting it on. This also has the same scent of tea tree oil, which I like, I live for. So again, if you are sensitive to fragrance, or if you don't like it, you know, that's something to consider. The scent does not stay forever. It does fade away. It does go away. So, you know, you're not going to be smelling it that long. But I do appreciate that. This consistency, kind of feels like it's like a lighter version of their regular primer, you know what I mean, like the white bottle and the green bottle. Their regular bottle, it kind of is the same consistency, but it feels a little bit lighter, and it has that nice you know, satiny powdery finish when it goes into the skin. It kind of also reminds me of the Smashbox primer, if you are familiar with Smashbox, but again, it has that really nice light feeling with that nice satiny powdery finish at the end. So I am really liking that, and it makes my skin feel really nice and soft. I do notice that it kind of did blend a little bit, does have a kind of blending effect on the nose and the pores. I do kind of have some big pores going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this under eye primer now, which I really like. You put this on before your makeup, and you just take a bit on your finger. This is clear, it goes on clear, there is no color, and you're just dabbing it. Now I can tell you off the bat, honestly, about this product is that I have noticed a difference. It does blur, and I don't know if it's just me or not, but I kind of feel like it kind of helps actually with the line or the kind of swollenness I have. This eye always gets up swollen because I guess because I sleep on this side more. This eye wakes up with like a bag under there. It always wakes up swollen, and I kind of feel like it helps that. Maybe, you know, I don't know, in combination with maybe the patting motion that I'm doing, it also helps. But I think it really helps out my under eye, seriously. I think that this is a good product. I'm going to keep just patting this under my eyes. You put this before makeup application, and you let it dry for 30 seconds. 30 seconds or so before applying your makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put on my makeup. I'm not going to film that because, you know, this isn't a, you know, get ready with me or anything like that. And I am on my way to work, so I can't sit here, you know, and then I get, you know, to work like at 10 o'clock. That's not cool. But I am trying out these new skin products, and I was going to do a review on them, you know, a regular review, and be like, hey, you know, I like this, I like that, whatever. But I figured, let me just, you know, film in the beginning what I'm doing, and then check in with you guys during the day and let you know really how it's working. So I will let you know. So now that I'm done, I'm gonna do my makeup, and I will check in with you guys during the day and let you know what's the scoop. Leave it up to me to forget, and please excuse the noise in the background. I am watching TV. But I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be talking also about the e.l.f. concealer that came out, and right now I am using their foundation for today. They also came out with new colors, so if you're interested in that, I actually had purchased one of their new colors, which is Pearl, and it is supposed to be for fair skin tones with a neutral undertone. I originally had the natural color, which is here, and the natural color was fine, but for some odd reason, I wanted to see how the Pearl looked. It's way too light for me. Pearl is very light. If you are fair with a natural skin tone, I'm not fair, I'm light. I mean, as fair as I look, but, you know, according to the foundation standards of e.l.f., I am not fair, I am light. So I have to mix the two because, you know, you can't return or exchange any products from e.l.f., so I'm trying to just make the best of it, and I'm mixing the two. So I'm going to be, you know, if you never tried out the foundation, I'll be talking about the foundation too, and I'm also going to be talking about their other product that came out, which again is the concealer, and this is the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is a product that is super duper brand new, and I'm going to be talking about that as well. I'm gonna just show you the consistency in the packaging, which is very reminiscent of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. They're both very reminiscent in terms of packaging, in terms of how the applicator looks, but also it's very thick as well. A little bit really goes a long way with this concealer, I've noticed. So you definitely do not want to put on so much. It really reminds me, even the formulation reminds me of the Shape Tape, just because of that thickness that it has. And again, a little bit goes a long way with this thing. So I also wanted to talk about that and let you know how this concealer performs throughout the day. Now this concealer is also very light for me because I got it in the same color as the foundation. So I am trying to make it work. It doesn't look so bad once I get like the color on, you know, once I get, you know, my eyeshadow and bronzer and all that stuff, then you really can't tell. But as you can tell, it's like pretty light. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go, I don't know, maybe this week or something to the e.l.f. store and probably get a darker color in this. But I am not talking about the color. I'm talking about the formulation and the performance of the product. So I am also going to be speaking about the concealer and the foundation. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go put on my face now. Okay, so I'm on my way to work now. As you can see, my face is made. Nothing dramatic. It's gonna be pretty cold today with a possibility of mixture of snow and rain. So yeah, I am wearing the foundation, concealer, all the products you saw me wear, obviously. And we'll see how my face looks when I get to work. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours, more or less. So let's check on my face. As you can see, I still look very well. I still look fresh. The nose, it's not really that bad. It's holding up. Usually I would blot when I get to work. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that just to test. Have my blotting sheets here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one and just see how oily my nose is, especially. Okay, so it's very, very little, the amount of oil, as you can see, which is a great thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish blotting just so that I don't, you know, waste a perfect blotting sheet. But so far it's not bad. You can see it against the dark color better. So yeah, I'm also going to be using 2 products during the day that I did not mention this morning, which is the e.l.f. Matte Blotting Mist. You're supposed to put this on during the day, and it's supposed to mattify your face. And we'll see. And also the e.l.f. Matte Blotting Powder. I have been using these, so I'm going to be using these during the day because eventually my skin is going to get a little bit oily. So I will catch up with you guys a little later. So that's the powder. Yeah, I don't really need it on my forehead, but my nose definitely needs it. Okay, see? That is gone, and I'm just gonna show you the spray, which I think so far, the spray, I don't really think it does much. If anything, I kind of feel like it takes away some of the matte, and I would prefer it more matte, but yeah. This also smells like tea tree oil, so we'll see what's going on. See, it's not as matte as when I put on the powder. That's what I think anyway. Hello, so it is 12 o'clock noon. Just giving a check into my face. It's looking good. The concealer, no creasing. Looks really good. Makeup looks intact. With the exception of the lipstick that is kind of running and bleeding. Not liking that, but anyway. So as you can see, I do have some oiliness that is surfacing on the sides of my nose. My forehead, you really don't see much. It's holding up well as my chin, as you can see. So really the problem is my nose, which I'm gonna say is always the bigger problem than my forehead. I do get oily there, but it looks like the nose is really doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and touch up on the powder and spray that spray again. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, but I'm just checking in. Hello, so I am back home. It is 10 after 6 in the evening, so I'm just giving you a final check-in on my face, and as you can see, it is kind of oily. The forehead is looking a little more oily now. The nose is definitely oily, as you can see. So you can definitely see the entire nose is oily. It looks like some of my makeup kind of rubbed off here. Pores are a little bit more visible, as you can see. So yeah, that's about it. But overall, the foundation, for the most part, held up. The concealer, as you can see, the concealer is there. The concealer held up. There is no creasing. I didn't touch up anything since the last time that I had checked in with you guys. So the foundation and concealer, for the price, I think that you just can't go wrong. I have used the e.l.f. foundation for a while. I just wanted to change the color to see if it would be a better fit for me, but the foundation is way too light for me, so I had to mix it. The concealer was very light, but like I said, once you, you know, put your bronzer or whatever you're going to put and your makeup, it doesn't look that bad. So I kind of look like really bright, but it doesn't look bad at all because I think like I look awake. You know what I mean? As far as the products, the skincare products, the cream, I actually like very much. It's very hydrating, not too thin, not too thick. It's kind of in the middle for me. It absorbs pretty quickly, which is a good thing. And I don't feel like it adds on any other any more oiliness than I, you know, usually produce on a regular day-to-day basis. I don't always use it in the day. I use it more so in the evening. Sometimes I use it during the day, not really much. I think that the skincare products overall were pretty good. I don't think that they added anything more, which would have defeated the purpose, being that they are products for oily type skin. I think that considering I've had this makeup on since almost 7 o'clock this morning and it is now 6:15 in the evening, I think overall it looks great. The makeup, the products that are under it, the skincare products, the primer, the cream or the lotion rather, it did do a blurring effect, but you know, overall and over time during the day, it is gonna wear a little bit, or it did for me rather. It did, you know, come off a little tiny bit here. Pores are a little bit visible. Do I think it's a big, humongous thing? Am I gonna freak out and have a heart attack about this? No, I'm not, because overall, I think that I look decent, and I think that if I was to go somewhere right now, I really don't have to touch up too much, probably my nose and my forehead. As far as the oil, the blotting spray that I showed you during the day, I honestly don't think it works. I think that maybe it's a gimmick or something. I'm not too sure. It didn't make my face worse, but it didn't improve anything, if you know what I mean. It kind of felt nice spraying on my face, and I don't know, I just think you can do without it. I didn't really experience any less oil with it. The powder is good to have. Don't overdo on the powder, because on that powder, or any powder, if you're going to overdo it, you're obviously, you know, it's going to clump up. You might make a cast depending on the color, how translucent a powder is. I like the powder. I don't use too much. That powder a little bit goes a long way, and I really just touched up my nose and my forehead at times when I needed to, which the forehead I really didn't touch up. It was really more my nose than anything else. So I think that the powder is a good thing to have in your bag. The spray, the oil blotting spray or whatever, I honestly think you can do without it. I personally didn't experience any improvement. You know, it didn't make my skin worse and it didn't make my skin better. It was kind of just like, meh, whatever. If anything, you could probably use to refresh your face during the day. That's my humble opinion on the products. The under eye primer, I love that thing, okay? Without it, because there's times that I have forgotten to use it, and I have used my concealer. The concealer is great. I really like the concealer. It is thick in consistency. A little goes a long way. Do not overdo it. For some people, it may be a little over drying. Just make sure that you moisturize very well before you put the concealer. For me personally, I did not have that problem, but an e.l.f. associate did tell me about that. But for me personally, I did not have that issue. I had no creasing, as you can see, of this concealer. So I am, woohoo, thumbs up for the concealer, thumbs up for the foundation. The skincare products, I like them all, with the exception of the spray. Again, I think you could really do without that. But overall, considering how my face looks in my makeup, I think that the products are a go. I think that they're pretty good. Like I said, there's no product in the world that is going to annihilate your oil on your face for 24 hours, 12 hours. Listen, I doubt it. I'm sorry, okay? I don't have totally oil skin. I only have combo skin. But my nose is greasy. My forehead gets greasy no matter what I use. You know, you can find products that are going to improve, but to really be matte all day, I doubt it. So these products, I enjoy the products, and I honestly think that e.l.f. is really picking up their game as far as the products that they are delivering, lip products, eyeshadow palettes, and now their skincare products. I really think that it's really stepping up on their game. I even got my husband using their everyday moisturizer, so not complaining, and you know, good for you, e.l.f. Kudos to you. So I hope that this review and the little checkup you know, helped you guys out in purchasing the products. I'm going to say total go for the products if you're interested in the products. You know, everyone has their own opinion. Every product performs differently on individuals. For me, you know, I'm still going to need to touch up. For other people, maybe it'll keep you matte all day. If it does, wonderful. But I'm just letting you know my you know, my opinion. But you're looking at me right now pretty much 12 hours later, and I think I look almost the same from this morning. So a little greasy, but I think I still look pretty good. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe if you're just watching this video and you're new, and let me know of any products you want me to try out, any suggestions. Just drop it down below. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.